Ladies and gentlemen!
Oh! Like a fist! Hit him with the fireball. Hit him with this before, dog.
She hits us, it's over!
Oh!
Canadian Destroyer off the top!
She's going to the top, guys!
Nice!
Not quite yet. Super cold red from the top. Now she's up the top. She hits this, it's over. Oh, that's it. Violence. I like violence. You know I am.
Oh, shit, violence!
Oh, did you hear that?
Yes, he threw the trash can right off Jordan Jenkins' head.
Did you hear that?
What? Oh, shit! What a super kick! Zay Gage just took IK3's head off! Oh, what a shot!
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
Okay, let's go with.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. I'm Gonzo, joined by OG Tony and Marcus Fine. How's it going, guys?
Doing good. Going good. Going pretty good. A little tired, but other than that, hanging in there pretty good. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend and great 4th of July. And let's jump right into things. Marcus, I know you went to some shows this weekend, had a good time. So let's get going with this Marcus Fine Pro Wrestling Independent Pro Wrestling Report.
All right, I got tons of stuff to cover. Tons of stuff. Okay, so we're going to start out with prayers. Continuing to pray for Ref Luigi. He had surgery on his back and is recovering nicely, but pray for him. Also, we have an unspoken prayer for a member of the AEW CWO family. I can't go into that, but just pray for them. And then in Zach Nova, we found out this morning that he lost his grandfather on the 4th of July. So pray for Zach Nova. Tony, you got a couple.
Yeah, I do have a couple. First of all, say prayers out there for my grandson, Landon, who was, I'll just say he got injured this 4th of July. That's all I'll say. He's doing pretty well. Yeah, he got injured a little bit. Got scraped up a little bit and a little bit of an accident, but he's okay, doing well. But say prayers out for him. And then a real good friend of mine passed last Wednesday by the name of Jeff Lindley. Jeff grew up in my neighborhood. He was more my brother's age. He was about 7 years older than me, but he actually got my first job. He worked at a restaurant. He ended up working in food services pretty much his whole life, but he got me my first job at Butterfield's restaurant. He went on to be a manager at Butterfield's and then worked food service, like I said, most of his life. Unfortunately, he'd had some health issues the last couple of years, and then had a heart valve replaced, was doing well, got to come home last Tuesday, and then at home on Wednesday had a heart attack and passed. So unfortunately, but Jeff was a great guy. I'll be going to his funeral service this weekend. But yeah, definitely prayers for Jeff's family. He had the son and a daughter and many grandkids and a wife. Great guy, fantastic. Wouldn't know of much of a better guy than Jeff. I think Chris knew Jeff's son.
Yes.
But yeah, he was a real good gentleman. So prayers out to his family. That's all I've got.
Now I put you on there.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot, Chris.
I was hitting the wrong button. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do birthdays. I somehow could not go back and pick up the last couple of days of June, except the one I do remember, Ref Luigi's birthday, belated birthday for Ref Luigi, which was on last Tuesday, the 30th. And then if anybody else at the end of June, I'm sorry, I couldn't go back and get them. For some reason, Facebook, once again, changed everything up. So they do that, it seems like, every so often. I wish they put the notification bar back at the top. But anyhow. Okay, here we go. I got a ton of them. July 3rd, AVW, I'm guessing a superfan, Alex Sloan. Legendary Indiana wrestler Randy Clemens' birthday was on the 3rd. Then yesterday, today the 6th, yesterday, AACW's Twisted Hoss, his birthday was yesterday. Then today, Kentucky guy I know from a few years, Paul Rickard's birthday's today. Kate Parrish's birthday is today. Southern Indiana and Kentucky wrestler Jimmy Lamb's birthday's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got Ref Timmy Eddy, AACW's Michelle Grubb, BMFX's Kerry Jacks. So on Wednesday. And on 9th, Thursday, we got Shelby Brooks, Hardcore Harry, Tony Barr, and yours truly. My birthday is on Thursday. On the 10th, we have one of the rookies from WCWO, Willie Blackstone's birthday is on Friday. Ashley Sampson, she runs, I think she runs tickets at AACW. She's one of the behind-the-scenes ladies at AACW. Her birthday's on Friday. On Saturday, Steve Butler, friend of the podcast. Baron Rothschild's birthday's on Saturday. And this is Bobo Brazil's birthday. Deborah's birthday's on Saturday. Then we're going to Sunday. Chris's son, Austin's girlfriend, JC's birthday is on Sunday. Skullcrush's birthday's on Sunday. Ricky Guns' brother, Brent Glover's birthday is on. Sorry, these are on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday. And Troy Valentine's birthday is on Sunday. So I hope I got everybody. I had to go back and catch them up. So if I missed your birthday, happy birthday. If you need prayers, you got it. So thank you for that. Okay. Where do I want to go now? Do I want to do it here? No, let's do this. Since it's already big. Shirt spotlights. This is just two of many NGW shirts that just came out. Here's one. NGW one. That's pink. Then I got, I think this is more of a dark blue. NGW. But they got tons of designs. And these are cheap. These are $6 a piece or 2 for $10. You cannot beat that. And
No.
like I said, there is tons of designs. I bet there's at least a dozen different designs on these shirts. Very, very beautiful shirts. So, okay, then if you're ready for your top fives, you want me to do mine and Kelly's first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll do Kelly's first. Okay, she had at number 5, Ricky Guns. Number 4, Tyler Cannon. Number 3, Waterboy. Number 2, CJ Cyclone. And then number 1, she did like the whole match. It's the main event that was at the fair. Okay. Rachel and Zay and Malika. She put them all at number 1. So that's hers. And where's mine? I got tons of papers here. Okay, again, let's see. At number 5, I have CJ Cyclone. He had a pinfall win over Jeremy Hagley. I'm going to go Zay Gates. He wrestled for 2 major titles at Juneteenth on the Juneteenth Saturday. He won the DCCW title and then came over to Frankfurt and tried to get the WCW title as well. So Zay Gates got that. ZJK and Jay Steele, put them 3-4 or 2-3, however you want to put them. Their performances through the month of June. And then I put Waterboy for his remarkable performance at Comic-Con. He's the only one that took on all 3 champions and defeated Cameron Saturn in a match. So Waterboy was on fire over Comic-Con weekend. So he's my number 1.
Okay. My top 5, at number 5, I had Waterboy Cameron Cross because of great performances at Comic-Con. Had Cameron Saturn, who had some great matches and a big win at Comic-Con at number 4. Number 3, Mike Noble, who's just been killing it all over the state of Indiana. So he was my number 3. Number 2, War Ready Malenko, another one that's just killing it all over the Midwest. and had a big Comic Con also, and a great match at the Jay County Fair. And my number one was Zay Gates, who was a big part of that Jay County Fair match, big part of Comic Con, and also won that championship at DCCW Juneteenth. So Zay Gates was my number one. Chris, do you have a top five?
Yeah. At five, oh, hey, what's up, House? At five, I had Waterboy. Of course, what you guys said, he's had a heck of a month, Comic Con, and then also had a pretty good match there Monday night at the fair. I had Mark Magnus at four. That dude seems to get over everywhere he's at with the crowd. Three, I had Mike Noble. Two, I had Zay Gates. Of course, what you guys said, he's had a big month. And then at number one, I had War Ready Maliko.
Some good list. Definitely. I mean, I can't argue with any of the list. Some good ones. Of course, Mark has seen some different shows than we did, but seen a lot of the same ones we did also.
Yeah. Okay, I got tons of results. But before I do, I don't know if everybody heard, Dark Side of the Ring airs again starting tomorrow, 9 o'clock on the Vice channel. They're doing 2 parts tomorrow and another part next week. I think they say it's on Jeff Jarrett, but they're going to talk about TNA and all that.
Yep.
So it's a 3-part series, but 2 of the parts are on tomorrow. So that starts tomorrow at 9 o'clock for everybody that's interested in those programs. So, okay, all these results, handwritten, are all the ones I've seen. I talked to Wes yesterday, and he was just too busy to give me Hartford City and Beech Grove. I said, Bud, I know you've been busy. Don't worry about it. I got plenty to cover. So I'm going to go with what I have, what I've seen since the last time we were on. So, all right. We started out WCWO Don Basham Memorial Show Friday, June 26th at the Outlaw Arena. This show was a one-night-only event. Oh, got to read these again. Okay. Kurt Busse defeated Jesse J, Waterboy, and Zay Gates in a fatal 4-way. Zach Nova defeated Andre Stray. Tyler Espinosa, or the whole team was called The Function. I don't remember what his tag team partner's name was. But Mark Magnus and Cameron Saturn defeated the Dysfunction. That's Tyler Espinosa and whatever his opponent's name is. And, sir, I'm sorry if you're watching this. Mike Noble with Scott Romer defeated Logan Myers. The Highlight Reel defeated IK3 and Juan Sanchez. Phoenix defeated Pogo with Freak. And Pharaoh King versus Dex ended in a no contest. Slaughterhouse defeated Jay Steele and Jay Steele and ZJK. And then Austin James won the Bash Memorial Battle Royal. So that was an outstanding night a week ago Friday. Okay, then Kelly and I went over to FEW's Carthage Fun Festival on Saturday the 27th. Our soon-to-be guest here, T.Y. Ice, defeated Platinum Mason. The North American champion, Jake Bailey, defeated Mike Noble and Zay Gates in a non-title match. Ricky Guns defeated Christian Cash via DQ, which led up to a match that ended up being Ricky Guns and Platinum Mason defeating T.Y. Ice and Christian Cash via DQ, which led to a Battle Royal, and Ricky Guns retained the King of Carthage title by winning the Battle Royal. So, kind of an interesting setup, but it was a good time. All right. Then we went to NGW, Red, White, Bruised, Sunday the 28th in Crawfordsville. That happened to be our show number 50 of the year. And me and Warren was a part of that. Kenneth James defeated Bentley Alexander Dawson. Surf and Turf, the Blue Mako and Kobe Jack defeated Rico Jones and Stetson Winters to retain the NGW titles. CJ Cyclone defeated Jeremy Hadley in an upset. Lawrence Bonpoffel and Jason Levi defeated the Nightmares. Chris Chaos defeated Asher Steele. And the main event, Chris Gordon defeated Tyler Cannon and Will Asher with the help of John Downs to become the #1 contender for the Hoosier State title. That was a very good show. And then the three of us was at the Jay County Fair on Monday the 29th. I got these upside down. Let's see. No, I didn't. Started out with Maliko and Dex Royal. That ended in a no contest. Hank Calhoun defeated Mark Magnus. The highlight reel defeated David Glide and Mike Noble with Scott Romer. Waterboy defeated Eric Onyx. Andre Stray defeated Cameron Saturn. Mark Magnus defeated Mike Noble, and in one hell of a main event and one of the craziest things I've seen for a long time. Rick Armstrong and Dex Roll defeated Zay Gates and Maliko in a no DQ match. And everybody will admit that's probably going to be one of the matches of the year. They literally were all over the place. They were up in the bleachers, down on the ground, drive-by chair shots from golf carts. Somebody showed up with a train horn or something.
Train horn.
Each other, and
that was crazy.
It was nuts, but it was good.
Yeah, it was outstanding. I'd never seen anything quite like that. It was a lot of fun. The crowd loved it. I think it was a good way on a very hot day to get the crowd involved, to be up there. A big part of that match was up there in the bleachers with the fans, where most of the fans were. I thought it was a very smart idea to do what they did and put on a fantastic show.
I could have watched that for another half an hour. I'm serious.
Yeah.
They could have just kept that going.
Yeah.
That's how good that was.
Yeah. And Chris, you got any thoughts on that Jay County show?
No, I agree with what you guys said. It was a great show. It was hot, but other than that, it was awesome. Had a good, very good crowd on a Monday night. At the opening night, basically opening night of the fair on a Monday night, and with it being 100 degrees outside, I thought they had a good turnout crowd-wise as well. But yeah, that main event was awesome.
Yep. Yeah, he did a great job, which is not unusual for WCWO. They usually knock it out of the park. You got any other results?
Yep, I was at the Dub on Friday night for the WCWO Fan Appreciation Night, which was a decent show considering that they were over at Beach Grove running that as well. So, very impressive how they pulled it off. We guess about 50 at the very hot Outlaw Arena. Saw Dex and TY Ice was there in attendance along with Mortimer Blankenship III, so he can also tell you what he's seen if he desires to put his 2 cents in on this. But Dex Roy on Zay Gates defeated Kurt Bousset and Eric Onyx. Brody Watkins defeated Waterboy. Jackson Morgan with Mr. Kraft defeated Zay Way Rose. I think Pogo defeated Juan Sanchez. Cameron Saturn defeated Will Asher. And the main event, which was a very good main event, Zach Nova and Austin Shawn defeated ZJK and Jay Steele. So, very good event. So that's all I have.
Okay, well, that's all you've got. I think it's time we can bring in our guest for Rapid Fire, Mr. T.Y. Ice.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well for a Monday.
Okay, I've seen you've been busy. I've seen you on a lot of flyers and see you keeping pretty busy and seen you all over the place at different promotions.
That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, let's get started. Marcus will go first. I'll go second. Chris will go third. Marcus, let's go ahead and start things off.
Keep talking. I got to pull up Warren's question real quick.
Oh, okay. I'll go first with the first question.
Go first this time. Just don't ask me my question.
Okay.
Just don't ask it.
Because I know how you pull that off.
Okay,
Chris will tell you. Don't ask him our questions.
Well, this is one of my newer questions that I seen online here a couple of weeks ago. That a pro wrestler asked this question of independent pro wrestlers. What keeps independent pro wrestlers from being successful?
What keeps them from being successful?
Yes. Do you think there's something that that keeps independent pro wrestlers from not being successful? Something they're doing wrong? Something? What in your opinion? What is there anything that's holding you back from being more successful in your mind?
I mean, there's a lot of factors that could keep you from being a top guy at certain places. Like me, honestly, I think one thing that may or may not be holding me back is probably just mainly my body shape, which I don't really mind for. But I mean, like I said, there's a lot of factors, but for me personally, mine just might be my body shape and maybe just my anxiety level, because holy crap, that's been bad recently. But yeah, it's a lot of things can keep an independent wrestler from being a top guy. It could be whether, like me, your body shape. It could be whether you listen to who's been around the block. It could be how you take criticism. It could be your work. It could be your work type mainly. Like I said, it's just
right.
from what I've seen in my time. There's a lot of things that could go around. I know I keep repeating myself, but
Well, I get the gist of what you're saying. Marcus, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, first off, thank you for coming on.
yeah, no problem.
And my first question, as always, is when did you first get interested in professional wrestling?
Ooh, when I first got interested in, are we talking about over in wrestling as a fan, or when I got interested in training?
No, as a fan, when did you first see it and say, hey, I kind of like that?
When I first saw it was, I want to say that was when I got really interested in it. That may have been around 2009, 2010-ish. I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He's like, yeah, I watched this. And at first, of course, I didn't know what it was. And so he showed me what professional wrestling was. Of course, it was WWE. And I just became a fan of it the more I watched it. It started to grow into most of my childhood.
Okay. Chris?
Excuse me. When did you start training to be a pro wrestler, and how did you get started as a pro wrestler?
Well, the training story is not like a lot of others. My original training started right before COVID hit America. I was originally being trained under Guy Lombardo from Knightstown, Indiana. And after a couple months of training, he was going to put me in a battle royal on his own show. And of course, everyone there was already planning to beat the living hell out of me. But literally 2 days before that show was supposed to happen, COVID got worse and worse, and so the show got canceled again 2 days before it was supposed to happen. It tore my heart out. And when COVID finally lifted up, where some shows could still run again in March of 2020, yeah, that was when I had my first few training sessions in a hot minute at Supreme Wrestling down in Madison, Indiana. And most of my training was not just through sessions, but it also was being an enhancement guy, just under a hood. And I still carry the hood around to this day because it's a piece of my history. But, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's, I mean, yes, it's a learning experience. I will admit that. But, I mean, it's helped for me because it's helped for me with what I've been through and who I've been listening to, because I don't want to brag, but I feel like I've been doing pretty well recently after going through all that.
Okay. Marcus?
Okay, then you start out as a referee.
I did start out as a referee for Guy, and back then I was trying to get my name out as a referee at other companies. Some companies is where Guy would work. There was one time where I did ref at Supreme Wrestling one time, and then around when I actually started wrestling, I was also a referee there for a bit while being an enhancement guy. But yeah, back then I was trying to do what I'm trying to do now as a wrestler. I was trying to get my name out, at least in places in Indiana.
I think I was there when you debuted in Carthage as a referee.
I think you were, yeah.
Then you were there, I think, for, I don't know if it was the Battle Royal or you had a match, because I remember your family were holding these signs up. I don't know if it's the same show or if it was a different show, but I remember seeing you a couple times in that Carthage Community Center or church or whatever that was.
Yeah. There was the first couple shows was my first time as a ref, and then when Guy finally had a first show coming back from COVID was where he finally had me as TYIs.
Marcus, did you have another question?
Well, I can do Warren's.
Okay.
He wants to know your favorite state to wrestle in.
My
Since,
favorite
we know
state
we've seen you at least two, so.
I mean, I have been to a few states. I've been in. I mean, if you want me to list them off, I can list them real quick. But
That's fine.
okay, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Tennessee, West Virginia, North Carolina.
That's not
But yeah, as of right now, my favorite state to wrestle in is kind of tied between Indiana and Illinois. Just because Indiana is where I'm booked the most. But like right now, I'm becoming a pretty decent, I would say I'm becoming a decent name in Illinois with who's got me down there. Like I got 2 shows that have me in Illinois that have me booked out for the rest of this year.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. My next question is your favorite match, pro wrestling match that you've seen live.
Pro match that I've seen live. Ooh. Are we talking independent or overall?
What would you both?
Okay. If we're talking independent. Ooh. I'll just go ahead and say overall, in WWE, my favorite match seen live at WWE was probably Joe Hendry versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41.
Okay.
That was cool. I got to watch that in person. Favorite independent match that I've seen? I mean, there's quite a few of them, but if I had to pick one, just one overall. Oh boy, this may or may not get me hurt, but I would have to say it would be so long ago when I was before I started training for Guy Lombardo. It was one of his shows. One of my favorite matches I ever watched was Billy Bart versus Foot Soldier Jim Carmichael in a no DQ match.
Okay.
That one had some good stuff in it.
All right. Chris?
You're muted.
I'm muted, my bad. As an independent wrestler, what do you think is the hardest thing about getting your name out there to other promotions and
About getting my name out to other promotions?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, like I was saying for what keeps a guy from being a top guy, there could be some factors that would be kind of hard to do, is your craft what they're looking for? Are you close? Some promotions will care about how far you have to travel. Like for me, the farthest I've ever traveled for a booking is probably an 8-hour drive, but that was back in North Carolina. Now, on a consistent note, the farthest I currently travel is about 4.5 every month or so. But the hardest thing that I would say about getting your name out is is basically like, is your work what the company is looking for? Because like if your craft does not match the company's, how do I word that, target craft, I guess I could call it, then it's kind of a hit or miss deal. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Marcus.
Okay, your favorite match you've been involved in?
Favorite match that I've been involved in. Oh, there is one that I just had recently in Crothersville, Indiana. It did not get recorded. Me and so many others are so mad that it didn't get recorded. But it was for Supreme Wrestling in Crothersville, Indiana. It was me versus a young guy by the name of Alexander Cole. And like, apparently the crowd enjoyed it, and even everyone in the locker room enjoyed it so much that I'm not going to say who, but after that match, apparently we did so well. One of the other wrestlers called me to the side after coming back and said, if I don't see you wrestle like that from here on out, I'm punching you in the face.
Okay. Well, sounds like you did pretty well then.
It was a pretty good one. We tried to do another one in front of the common crowd for Supreme, but it was kind of, I mean, like in Crothersville, we were semi-main, and when we tried to redo it, we were match 1.
Okay. That could make a difference, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. My next question. You get to be in a traditional Survivor Series match. Who would you pick as your 4 partners? You can pick anybody you want.
Who would I pick as my 4 partners? Ooh. I mean, really, my number 1 pick is probably going to be a guy that I call a brother who I've shared the ring with, I've repped a couple matches for, and has been my tag partner, Avery Hertz. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen him, but he's getting out there pretty good. Number two, of course, one of my Cold Hard Cash brothers, Christian Cash.
Oh man, Christian.
Yeah. You got something against Christian?
No. We don't want phone calls. We're all good with Christian.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I like Christian.
How many did you say I needed? 5 or 4?
4 partners.
4 partners. Okay. Avery Hertz, Christian Cash. My third partner. Now see, this is what I hate. I got so many good options that I only have to pick a few. Holy crap! My third partner. Actually, my third partner is someone who I've also teamed with in the past and has become a real ally of mine. Chet Ripley, Unbreakable Chet Ripley.
Yeah, we've seen Chet a few times.
Yep.
And number four, that's oh man. Number 4. I was like, these are difficult decisions that I just hate. If I could somehow get him to come back, my 4th partner would be my OG trainer, Guy Lombardo.
Okay.
If I could somehow convince him to come back.
That would be an interesting team.
Yeah. I mean, he's been my tag partner one time, and it was my first appearance at CYIs, and like I haven't really teamed with him since. Like I've wanted to team with him again. I've wanted to wrestle against him, but we never got that.
Chris, you want to do Kelly's question next, and then yours?
All right. Kelly wants to know who your favorite super fan is, Kelly or Marcus.
Favorite super fan? Kelly or Marcus? Ooh. Bad question, Kelly.
Thank you.
Oh God, I feel like either way I answer, I'm getting killed off that one. Oh God, I don't want to flip a coin, so I'm just gonna say Marcus.
All right, Marcus got to win.
You lost. All right, you lost.
I mean, he invited me to this, and he's sending
Yeah,
me
exactly.
chat room. So
Exactly.
Marcus is my pick.
Yeah. All right. Chalk one up for the good guys. All right, Chris, your question.
Yeah, my question. You were talking about you wrestled in like 5 different states. What's the biggest difference maybe wrestling in different states in like the promotions or the crowd, or is there not that big of a difference?
Oh, there's a difference. There's a difference. I would say the two main differences. Well, yeah. Two of the main differences that I've seen is just really you get to meet with you get to be in different locker rooms with different workers that you've never exactly met. And yeah, like you said before, you get in front of different crowds. Like North Carolina was a little kind of hit or miss, but the matches that I had down there were pretty fun. Illinois crowds are starting to know me a little bit. And Indiana, that just depends on where I go at this point. But yeah, I would say two of the main factors of two differences, I should say, would be like mainly just meeting different workers outside of home and just being in different locker rooms, meeting different veterans of the business. Just yeah, there's a lot of differences I could go around, but those are the two that stick out to me.
Okay. Marcus?
Okay. Favorite opponent you have worked?
Favorite opponent I've worked? Oh, good. Oh Lord, I could go on for hours about that. Favorite opponent I've ever worked? Oh man. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'll go back to the favorite match that I worked for. That's favorite opponent I've ever worked with would be Alexander Cole, because him and I tend to go in the ring pretty well. Like if you're ever at Supreme Wrestling, you gotta check that dude out.
Has he been around for a while, or is he?
He's still fresh. He's only done this for like, let's see. I think he's only done this for like 2.5 years now.
I don't think we've seen him yet.
Nah, he is trying to get out there more though. There was one time where I was supposed to be booked as his tag partner, but that show got canceled due to all the graduations happening at the time.
Okay. All right. My next question is, personally, what is your goal in the wrestling business?
My personal goal in the wrestling business is to get my name in as many places as possible before my doctors look at me and tell me you need to hang it up. And my other main goal would be like mainly just to entertain. If I can't entertain, then what am I doing here, really? If I would love to entertain as many crowds as I can and get my name as many places as I can. Like I said before, my doctors look me in the face and say, you need to stop.
Yeah.
And I may even go a little more after that and say, okay, I'm done.
All right, Chris?
What's been the best piece of advice that you've been given in the wrestling business? And if you don't care, who gave it to you?
Best piece of advice in the wrestling business. listen to your peers. And literally every wrestler that's been in the business longer than me has told me that. I wouldn't say I've had to be told that repeatedly. Just like there's like two pieces of advice that I could give that should go to others. Just listen. Just depend on who it is and how long they've been in the business. Listen to their advice and obviously take it well. Take it however you want. And sell your character, sell your merch, sell your story, sell your match, sell everything.
Okay, Marcus.
Okay, I think that you just answered this one. This is the other one from Warren. He said, what advice would you give wrestlers to get yourself booked at promotions? I think you just answered that.
Yeah, I think I beat you to the punch on that.
Yeah.
Okay, does Alexander Cole wrestle in Kentucky? Because I looked him up, and I think we've seen him, but I think we've seen him on the other side of the river.
He may have been in Kentucky once or twice, but he's mainly been at Supreme Wrestling, and I guess when he's not at Supreme, he's at home being a husband and father. But I know he's trying to get out more. I think he's trying to get more on Pro Wrestling King, because I know he was on that show not too long ago.
I got a question, Chris. I don't know if you was there or not, Marcus, and I don't know if you would know or not, Ty. We didn't happen to see Alexander Cole. Maybe I remember some guys came up for Supreme and worked one of the cons.
I do remember at one of those, and he went against JJ Lawson.
Yeah, that was last year.
It was last year.
That's where we saw him at. That's where we saw him at. It was last year because I knew the name sounded familiar.
The name sounded real familiar to me too.
Yeah, I remember JJ telling me about that. They were at Indiana Comic-Con and they faced off against each other
twice.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because somebody screwed the book up. Anyhow.
Okay.
Wait, who screwed the book up?
Well, they passed the book and they didn't know. They tried not to repeat matches, and one of the guys didn't know, and they just happened to put them together. They didn't know that they'd already worked each other.
Oh no!
So it was just an honest mistake. It just happened. So,
yeah. Well, when you do 50 or 60 matches that weekend, I could see it could happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's next? I lost my place. Who just went? Did Marcus just go?
Marcus just went.
Okay, I'll go here. So far for you, what has been your favorite part of being a pro wrestler?
My favorite part so far has just been like getting to meet a whole bunch of people, and it gives me a chance to travel outside of.
Okay.
Because beforehand I wasn't like all big on traveling, but it's just the more I've done it and the farther I went, the more that I'm getting a kick out of it. I mean, yeah, gas is still a little pricey right now, but I'm still having fun with it.
Okay. All right, Chris.
What do you think's been the biggest crowd that you've been in front of?
Biggest crowd. There's some Supreme Wrestling shows that have had some big crowds when they're not in their normal arena. But I still, there was one when I wrestled in North Carolina. Those crowds were pretty big. In Mount Airy, North Carolina, for AIWF, they were a good size. Yeah, those might be the two biggest crowds that I put myself in front of right now.
Okay. Marcus?
Billy Buzz. He's got one in there.
Yeah, we got a question in the comment section here. Do you listen to music? If so, who you listen to?
Ooh. I do listen to music. I mean, I listen to music every day when I walk to my day job. But I try to listen to more. I try to listen to more like uplifting stuff. My current go-to is what's his name? Citizen Soldier. If you ever get a minute, look him up and look his stuff up. It's literally music made by a. I read that it was made by a licensed therapist, and it's been so good recently.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
You gotta check it out. It's honestly pretty good.
Okay, Marcus. Final 3 questions. Final 3.
Okay, can I throw a few warnings in there too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Mine is: have you had any interesting fan interactions?
Well, let me think. I can't say I've had. No, I can't say I've had one that's really like stuck in my head, as many others will probably have. But yeah, as far as fan interactions, that would just be like that. That was weird or interesting. Like, no, I don't have anything along those lines, unfortunately.
You will one day.
Oh, I know I will. It's gonna happen. That's a given.
All right, we got another question out of the comment section.
Will's going to help me ask questions. Go ahead, Will. That's great.
From Will Asher, also a pro wrestler. Someone you haven't wrestled yet that you want to.
Oh, and that came from Will Asher?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, if he's asking.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Now, one guy that I haven't wrestled yet overall. Oof. I mean, there's a few guys that I've kind of wrestled, but if we're talking like just normal one-on-one, I said before, I really want to wrestle a one-on-one match with Guy Lombardo just so you can see like how far I've come. As of right now, the one wrestler that I really want to face would be the current AIWF World Champ Eric Draven. I mean,
did he not lose that this weekend?
Say again.
I think Billy Maverick has it now. I think he won that yesterday at Frankfort, Kentucky. You might want to look that up.
Well, I'm not necessarily going. I'm not necessarily going after the championship, and I've wrestled Billy Maverick in the past. That was a fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he took the belt yesterday. I could be wrong, but I think he took that. So
I think I did see a picture of that, but I've never had a chance to wrestle Eric Draven one-on-one, and I've been wanting that forever. But
Will Asher said, "Anytime, any place, let's go."
All right, there we go.
Oh man, if I wasn't already booked this coming Friday.
well, we're 11 on Saturday.
Yeah.
I gotta be in Springfield on Saturday. Dang it!
Okay. My turn, I believe. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite meal to eat and go-to snack.
Favorite meal to eat. Favorite meal to eat. Basically, if I could get anything chicken or pizza as far as meals, then I'm pretty good. Road trip snack, however, anytime I get a chance, I always get a Slim Jim whenever I go to a gas station,
Yeah.
and I eat that on the way to a booking because like it's not a full meal, but it's a good get me over until I leave.
Yeah, you'd be a big fan of that. You're a Slim Jim guy.
Yeah. I don't eat them much anymore. Every now and then. I used to eat them every day. But yeah, I used to eat them every day.
Every morning.
I used to eat them for breakfast. that was my breakfast, yeah. Okay. Chris.
Oh, What's been the worst bump that you've taken so far?
The worst bump that I've taken, probably the one where I broke my collarbone back in 2023. I was taking an airplane spin from a big time Josh Lewis, and and yeah, my idiot self put my right arm down, and on impact, I heard that crack, and I did not think it was as bad as it was at first. I thought I just dislocated it, but then, so I drive to Walmart. I get like it wasn't even a sling. It was like a shoulder brace, and I kind of wrapped it around my arm and my torso just to keep the arm stable. And I drove all the way home, had my parents look at it, and they were like, "That's not dislocated. You broke your collarbone."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I still have the scar on me to this day. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I had to get a surgical plate about. I had to get a surgical plate about this long, 6 4-inch screws.
How long did that keep you out?
That kept me out that put me on the shelf as a wrestler. Put me out for about 3 months.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't keep me out of the business. While I was out, Marcus, you may have seen this. I took a role in ring announcing for a bit, and apparently everyone loved when I did that. But it's just when my arm finally got out of the sling, it's like it was time for me to get back in there. Ring announcing isn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to wrestle, so
yeah. Before Marcus goes, I want to give you some credit because I mean that's outstanding. That shows you how much love you have for the business. That you couldn't wrestle anymore, so you still found a way to contribute, be a part of it, keep yourself a part of the business. I mean, whether you've refereed before, you've done ring announcing, which I was not aware of, and you wrestle. So I give you a lot of credit for that. I mean, there's people out here who says, "Oh man, I want to be a part of the business." But if they get a little banged up, you won't see them for 6 months or 7 months. But there's still things they could do. So I give you a lot of credit for that.
Hey, can I say something along with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, and it mainly goes for anyone who's trained to be in the business. Like, you don't have to be a wrestler to be in the wrestling business. Like, if you wanted to be a wrestler at first and it doesn't work out, but you see another job in the business that might interest you, feel free to go after that. Because, like, if you'd rather use your voice than your body in the ring, then take a shot at ring announcing or volunteer to do national anthem, little stuff like that. You'll get credit for it.
Yep. Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay, Marcus, we're down to our final two. If you got still some more, that's fine.
Okay, well we'll do a Warren one. Let me get back to 12. Okay, if you could have a front row seat to any event in history, past or present, where will you be sitting?
Ooh. In any event, past or present?
Yes.
Front row. I mean, by all means, I will just go ahead and say, Royal Rumble is probably my favorite premium live event overall, just because it's the most unpredictable. So if I wanted to sit front row at any of those, I would say it would have to be that.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus, you got another one?
Yes. Favorite venue that you've worked in?
Favorite venue? Ooh, there's some good ones. But, I want to say my current favorite venue that would be the Streeter, Illinois High School for Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation. That venue's that venue's always been pretty good as far as I've seen. I mean, I've only been in there twice, but so far it's my current favorite.
Okay. My next question: you get to train with anybody for 6 months. Who would it be? You get to pick anybody in the wrestling industry, past, present, whatever. Who would you pick to train with for 6 months? You get to learn.
Ooh. If I had to pick, train with anyone for 6 months, part of me really wants to train with Kevin Owens.
See that?
Yep.
I don't know why. Just something about Kevin Owens' style is a real eye opener for me.
Okay, I can see that. Chris?
Yeah. When you started training to be a pro wrestler, what was the hardest thing to learn?
The hardest thing to learn? Are we talking about like day one stuff?
Anything, just like maybe what was like the hardest thing that you thought was the hardest thing to learn?
The hardest thing was probably some of the roles, just because it wasn't easy for my fat ass to get back on 2 feet, but I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I got a lot better at those, but yeah, as of right now, because of my body shape at the time, the roles were probably the hardest.
Okay, Marcus, down to our final question.
Okay, do you have a funny story for us?
Ooh, funny story. Trying to think of a good one to tell. Oh boy. So I don't know what. Okay. So I don't know what happened. It was just recently though. It was kind of. It wasn't funny to a lot of people, but it was kind of funny to me. I was recently at Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation, and for some reason my opponent came in very late. Literally came in the door as his music was playing, and he and I were kind of messaging back and forth as he was getting closer to the venue. And literally right before I was supposed to go out, I texted him what me, the promoter, and my manager had discussed. And I texted them. They told me to tell him, just come in and sell like you just took a beat down, and we'll just make it a quick match. And so what ended up being was I go out, I do my entrance, yada yada, and my opponent does what we told him. He comes in selling like he just got mugged or something, gets in the ring, ref rings the bell, my manager just hits him, gets me DQ'd, but I, as the heel, was standing tall.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So like it was originally going to be a completely different match, but we turned it into something completely different based on what was happening.
Okay. And my next question: do you have a favorite stipulation match that you've been a part of?
Favorite stipulation? I haven't been in a lot. If we're talking like outside the box stipulations, I've been in a ladder match, an I Respect You match, which is basically an I Quit match, and a last man standing. My favorite that I was a part of was probably the last man standing match. I worked with a guy who's been around for quite a bit, and I love working with him. His name is Van Mardigan, who is mainly a Supreme Wrestling guy right now, but he's He's a couple other places now. He's sometimes in Jeffersonville at the arena for some other shows, but probably one of my favorite outside the box stipulation matches would be when I did a last man standing match with him, and I even got video of that one.
All right. Okay, Chris, final question.
Yeah, what I do for my excuse me, what I do for my last question is give you the opportunity to promote yourself, let people know where they can find you if you have upcoming shows, merch, social media, any of that stuff.
YouTube, TY Ice Wrestling is my YouTube channel. Facebook, Tice Young. I promote all my wrestling stuff on there. X, or formerly known as Twitter, T_Y_ice. And yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, if you ever got any time, or if you're in the area where I'm wrestling, feel free to check out the shows.
Okay. You got any big shows coming up soon?
This Friday, I will be in Jefferson, Indiana for All Pro Wrestling, and I'll actually be wrestling Avery Hertz. July 25th, I will be in Streeter, Illinois, defending my IVWF Star of Rock Championship against Rush 180. And July 18th and 19th, before that, I will be at All Vermillion Wrestling defending my Key to the 210 Championship. Who am I facing? You'll have to come to the show and find out.
Okay. Sounds great. Hey, we appreciate you being on with us.
Hey, I appreciate you having me.
And we'll definitely we'll hit you up again. Maybe have you on as a guest host sometime.
That would be great.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. We appreciate it, and you have a great night.
You guys too. Peace out.
Okay, Marcus, where are you going to be at this weekend?
Friday we'll be at the Dub. Saturday we'll be in Lebanon, WCWO. I think we had another show this weekend. Hang on, man. Yeah, Marion's going on this weekend.
Yes.
I'll get that pulled up.
That's a pretty good question there. That Billy just put in the chat group.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah. Worst hotel story.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah. ICW is Saturday at the YMCA there in Grant County.
Yeah, if you're in that area, check it out. It should be a good show. They got a pretty good card. I've seen the card, so looks pretty good. I think there's also one up north too, up around the South Bend area. I think there's a show.
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. Well, guys, let's get out of here. We appreciate everybody watching and all your comments and stuff. We appreciate you. And we'll be back tomorrow with Gonzo's Sports Room at 10 p.m.
Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo's Sports Room. Like, follow Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all at Gonzo's Sports Room as well. And we'll see you guys next time.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Like a fist! Hit him with the fireball. Hit him with this before, dog.
She hits us, it's over! Canadian Destroyer off the top!
She's going to the top, guys!
Nice!
Super cold led from the top. Now she's up the top. She hits this, it's over. That's it. I can do it.
Oh, that's it. Violence. I like violence. You know I am.
Oh, shit, violence!
Did you hear that?
Yes, he threw the trash can right off Jordan Jenkins' head!
Did you hear that?
What? Oh, shit! What a super kick! Yeah! Zay just took IK3's head off! Oh, what a shot!
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
Okay, let's go whip.